Okay. I have no freedom or rights. My life is controlled by white people, my family is poor, and we can't do anything about it. It's horrible. My life totally changed after Andrew Jackson was elected as president. He changed my family's life and all the lives of slaves. He was a true hero. He was the reason the United States had a democratic change. They believed slavery was very wrong because of two elements, political and religious. The political reasons for going against slavery went back to the American Revolution when Thomas Jefferson wrote the Declaration of Independence, saying, and I quote, "All men are created equal." But you know what? Many Americans thought that didn't apply with us, the African Americans. But people disagreed. The other element was religious. Quakers were against slavery and said that all men and women were equal in the eyes of God. It was a big sin if someone else treated others as if they owned them. Since I lived in the North, my life had a big turn. The Second Great Awakening happened and it changed all of our lives. It was a way to end slavery, but sadly only in the North. A lot of things changed after that, not just in my life or my family's life, but in the nation. There's some people called abolitionists. Abolitionists were a big help on slavery. They wanted to end slavery. There was an African American abolitionist and his name was Frederick Douglass. He's the one that spoke up about slavery. He was that one man that inspired me. He read books when no slaves could, and he taught himself to read too. One day he escaped and had the feel to speak out, and he talked about the meaning of freedom and sorrows of slaves. He was an outstanding abolitionist. This is where the Grimke sisters come in. Sarah and Angelina Grimke both believe that slavery was very wrong. They also believe that men and women should be treated equal. The main reason the United States slaves got out and became free was because of the abolitionists. But still, the struggle didn't end for us. Women were treated very horrible. Women abolitionists called for an end of slavery. One said, "The man over there says women need to be helped into carriages and lifted over ditches and to have the best place everywhere. Nobody ever helps me into carriages or over puddles or gives me the best place. And ain't I woman? I have plowed and planted and gathered into barns. And ain't I woman? I have borne 13 children and seen most of them sold into slavery. And when I cried out with my mother's grief, none but Jesus heard me. And ain't I woman?" Best explanation I've heard. So because of that, these two ladies, Lucretia Mott and Elizabeth Cady Stanton, had a convention saying that all men and women are created equal. It helped with girls getting educated, and it held up new opportunities for women, including myself. Emma Willard and Mary Lyon opened a school for girls, and we learned how to read, write, and do math. It was a big change for me, my family, and all slaves.